Right. All right. I received a call. Welcome to the third postcard or the third video of this morning. I was supposed to share knowledge, but I received some call, a humongous amount of call from the English community that they did not get much from what the video I sent about the rules of the money work. All right. I'm going to say the simple rules on the money work, and then the sharing or the teaching I was to do, I will do in the evening, yes? Because more than 3 videos is too much for you guys. You need to work also. We need to learn to respect the work by the time we become the creation of work, right? So you need to understand, you need to take time to understand the spirit that creates the work so that you can be a work creator. My brothers from Nigeria understand what I'm saying. Okay. All right, so this month of May, is the month of it's workmanship one, right? It's month of work, right? So, but now since I create a slogan that instead of consuming a product, you need to try to enter in the spirit of the person who created the product so that you can be a product creator next time. So that's why I say, in order to develop that creativity or understanding, we need to stop reading books, right? Because you'll be entering the spirit of the person who wrote the books in order to write books. No, we don't want to do that. We want to build our entrepreneurship through the knowledge that we already have in us, right? Through our growth, what we inherited from our ancestors. Because trust me, with my experience, especially my community from Nigeria and USA, you know that I always take what I see from there and there and bring somewhere because I'm a carrier, right? I thank God for that. I was blessed to move around so early in my life. I've been in so many countries. I'm yet to count the full number, and then I will explain to you one day. But there's a full team working on my past, working on my story. Very soon we'll have it combined in something that is going to help edify and justify this kind of movement we are making now. I thank Kemlek Group for sponsoring this. It's that multinational Kemlek Group worldwide. Very soon you hear a lot about him. He's working in the background so much. I was so blessed to discover them, and they accepted to sponsor this movement for Africa. Back to Africa, because it's a motherland. It's normal. If the whole world needs to prosper, it's so obvious. We don't need to explain that everything needs to return back to receive more blessing for prosperity. So it's a wish of the whole world. I'm talking here from Saudi Arabia, the most prosperous kingdom in the world. That should inspire us, not only by the wealth they have on the ground, as I talk about the promised land, but also with the wisdom that they grow throughout the age. If they didn't have a wisdom, they will be attacked, because one of the main things about wisdom is to define the protection. And the protection is not only about the visible aspect of the security or the guard. Trust me, you can enter here, you don't see any guard, but you cannot enter if you don't have access. You will see even a cleaner to come and shoot you, not shoot, but to stop you. Yes or yes? Well, the whole month of May is starting from tomorrow for you guys, but for me, it's starting tomorrow, that because that's leadership as well. I need to show the example and do it so that you see that do it also. I say a month of money work without books. Even if you are reading a book, keep it for yourself. But if you share here, it's also okay. It's also your problem. But don't be surprised when you will not be priced, because you have a choice, we have a choice also. Yes or yes? So those who will be contesting, there is a full team in the background that will be analyzing the content and the value, because we need to grow a wall of gratitude first. If you don't build this simple fundament of gratitude in the brain and the mind of our people, we are building on the sand. Yes or yes? People need to learn to acknowledge the source of things. That's why I start by my own leadership. I thank the Kemlek Group to understand that kind of vision, to acknowledge the value and the added value from people. And they will be priming. It's not that it's going to be billions or whatsoever. It's going to be something that will make you remember anytime you want to fall down, that will lift you up to keep doing what you are doing. Because I respect the work of the people that are doing online. It's a huge campaign. It's a huge stress on them. I just started a few days ago, but the amount of attack I got from my own people, man, is unbelievable. But trust me, you need to have something to hang on, to never give up, because the only failure will come from the fact that you gave up. But the success will come back from the fact that you keep standing and crossing, because only crossing the challenge that will bring you more and more height, more and more value, more and more gain, more and more, wisdom, more and more wealth. Yes or yes? So you don't read books, you go back to your tradition. If you are in America or Europe, go to the European tradition, because it's the same thing. I'm best placed to tell you that all of these things are paraphrasage. There will come a time that I'm going to make you the the comparison of all religion and tradition, because Hindu, Bantu, whatever crap you talk about, I was blessed to cross it. Not cross it to consume it, not coming as a tourist to enjoy beautiful place, but coming and be close to people to get what they receive from their people. Everywhere I go, I feel like home because I learn how to integrate. Yes or yes. Somebody saw me this morning, she's Kenyan, she said, you are my brother. I said, how are you, my brother? I said, hey, it's not doesn't mean that I'm from Kenya. She said, you speak like Nigerian. I say, yeah, it makes sense because in 2019, 2018, I was going to Nigeria every month. I consider it as my second home more than my own home. It doesn't mean that I was just going there for the sake of just being there. It was for the sake of feel like a person of the country, the person from the land of the country. Do you understand what I'm saying? Yeah. So anyway, so you make first some turn around the compound. If you have a compound like where I am now, I'm blessed. You make some first exercise like 15, 20. This is not the place anymore where people will just take their camera and start walking and start talking and sharing to people. No, there is a time of preparation. There is time of batching. There is a time of condensing. This video is long because I'm setting the ground. I'm giving the rules so that people will well understand everywhere in the world. This is the third video. It's because the community is wide. Yes, there are people that are accessing directly to this video without passing by Facebook or YouTube. Those are the main two channels I'm using for now. The other channel will be coming soon, TikTok or whatever. The team is still working to define a process to align it. Yes, but I have some private groups and so on all around the world. The Secretariat group, the Cameroonian, you can name it. It's even more than 2,000 that will access this video on private. Okay, you can also decide to receive it on private because when you're in private group, there is some other development, discussion, mastermind that are going on along with the team that are assessing to evaluate. You can also have a possibility to get the rules by which you will receive a small gratification, a small trophy or whatever for your performance. Right? The more you know, the more you perform. Right? So we invite you to contact the numbers I'm going to be giving soon in my page so that you can access to the technical stuff behind me that are processing to make like kind of content that will help generation and generation. Okay, l'entrepreneuriat avec la sagesse partout. Everything is in our tradition, everything is in our heritage, everything is in our culture. We'll get back to that, and everything is around the family understanding, the nuclear of any community. If we master the way we build our tradition. For example, one of the things I said to the guard of the prince yesterday, I gave my name, I was giving specification. I said if it's my country, I will start by Lekane, Arnaud, but I know here I will start by Arnaud, Lekane. And the same way you understand, I carry the name of my grandfather and the father before my grandfather. So I have my grandfather and my great-grandfather. She was touched at the reception. Because this is also the same way Muslim people, they name their people. So those things, we need to enter in the spirit of the idea of that nomenclature. People will be pleased today to just give Western names. It's not bad. But you need to integrate also the spirit of that religion, of that part of the world. You should not be there and be here. It's confusion. Or you are everywhere, but you understand that the same thing at the end of the day is for the same destination. And then you'll be able to understand many systems and combine them into one. I thank Kemlek group for supporting that because it's a big project. The path is long, the way is long, but trust me, it's definitely one of the many of back to Africa, back to Cameroon, the center of the world, to bless everyone, but not in a way to compete, but just to be the mother. Not to say it's the richest, but to be the center of connection, to be the carrefour, to be the hub, where all civilization, all religion, every wisdom, every culture will identify themselves in one of the things or one of the part of Cameroon. It's not for no reason we used to call it Africa miniature, but now it's my mission to show that it's the Monde à miniature. Sister, I love you so much, my dear family. See you in the evening for the evening walk. Take care of yourself. May God bless you. May all the ancestors keep watching over you. I love you. See you at the top. Bye.